Check these infographics. Lots of text, zero spelling mistakes, insane details. I made all of these using ChatGPT's Images 2.0 and honestly, I'm blown away. But is it really better than Gemini? I spent 2 days testing both and the results might surprise you. Let me show you. I've been making Gemini tutorials for months, so I know exactly where it shines and where it falls apart, especially when it comes to text. OpenAI claims the new GPT Images 2.0 fixes all that with better text rendering, improved detail, and even multilingual support. These are big claims, so I'm putting both tools head-to-head across 3 text-heavy scenarios, including one test most AI YouTubers completely ignore. I'll start the test with a cool prompt I found on Sifu Geek's Substack that creates educational infographics. Links in the description. Let's first try ChatGPT. In a new chat, click the plus icon and select Create Image to activate Images 2.0. Then, paste the prompt shown on your screen. Change whatever is in brackets with what you want to visualize. I'm going with the life of Albert Einstein. When done, click Send and wait. The process is pretty slow, so be patient. The generation is over. I must first download the image to take a closer look. To do so, I'll click here. Let's see it now. Whoa, so many details are depicted in the image, and I don't see any spelling mistakes at all. Even the tiniest bits of text are perfectly accurate. The accuracy is so high that I'm genuinely impressed. Now, I'll run the same prompt in Gemini and compare the outputs. I believe you already know the drill. Click Tools, enable Create Images, and Thinking Mode. Then, paste the prompt and change what's in brackets. Hit Run and wait. Gemini is done? That's new. There is now a Gemini warning that the small text annotations might contain mistakes. Let's see. Well, I love the visual details. They actually look better than ChatGPT's, but on the other hand, there is less text compared to the previous image. Oh, and check this. As expected, there are spelling mistakes. Even more down here. You'll have to fix these manually, like I have shown you in the video shown on your screen. Alright, time for another test. We all love sketchnotes, don't we? I even made a video on how to build them. This time, to make sure both tools work with identical data, I'll feed them the exact information I want to be visualized. For that, I'll use a different tool to perform the research. I'll switch to Claude and tell it to identify and explain time management techniques and also be analytic, specific, and to the point, and provide relevant examples. Alright, Claude has finished. I'll copy its output and return to ChatGPT. In a new conversation, I'll paste the information copied from Claude and tell ChatGPT to just store this information and wait for my command. Alright, now I'll turn on Create Image and run my signature prompt for creating sketch notes. As always, you'll find it in the pinned comment below. Okay, time to check the result. The visuals look solid, with plenty of detail packed in. Everything looks spot on, with no errors in sight. There are calendars, processes, diagrams, and yeah, no issues with the font. ChatGPT nailed it. Now, I'll try making sketch notes with Gemini and compare. Same process as before. I'll first paste Claude's output and then run the prompt and see what will I get? It's done. Let's see it. Visually everything looks perfect and the colors are more vivid, but I bet if we take a closer look we'll find spelling mistakes. Oh, and there it is. See? It repeated the same sentence twice. And that's not the only issue. Look at this one below. Gemini misspelled the word urgent. Since many of you are not English speakers, I'm sure you wanna know which one performs better with languages other than English. So I'll have them both create handwritten study notes in Greek, which is my native language. I'll begin with ChatGPT. I'll ask it to research the world's most influential civilizations and share its reply in Greek. Alright, I'll now follow up with the second prompt and ask it to turn that information into an educational infographic on aged spiral-bound notebook paper. Alright, ChatGPT has finished. Again, the result looks flawless. No spelling mistakes whatsoever. The visuals could have been a bit more vivid, but I'll take perfect text over pretty visuals any day. Now, let's try Gemini. We'll follow the same process as before. And here's the result. Gemini's visuals are slightly better than ChatGPT's, I'll give it that, but again, it seems there's way less text on the page. My guess is Gemini's played it safe to avoid spelling mistakes, and this time it worked. I can't find any errors whatsoever. But is that really a win when half of the content is missing? And here comes the moment of truth. I've made dozens of tutorials on using Gemini for generating infographics, timelines, and all kinds of educational materials. But I always noticed issues with text's accuracy. ChatGPT's Images 2.0, on the other hand, is performing exceptionally well. Sure, it's slower, but it's way more precise and produces zero spelling errors, and this is huge. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new king for generating images with text. And this is now ChatGPT. But images are just a fraction of the awesome things you can do with ChatGPT. So if you want to watch the ultimate guide to mastering ChatGPT for productivity and business, check out the video shown on your screen. Till the next time, see you.